Have you ever been through a really long illness or a period of intense stress, and even when you're supposed to be better, something just feels off? Well, you are definitely not alone. In this explainer, we're going to talk about what that lingering feeling is and, more importantly, how to gently find your way back.
And a quiet fog, that's how so many people describe it. It's not this big, dramatic collapse, right? It's more of a subtle sense that the world is kind of muted. You're moving through your day, but you're not fully in it. That spark, that clarity you used to have, it just feels like it's missing.
And yeah, that brings us to this really big question. It's such a frustrating place to be. I mean, the calendar says enough time has passed. Maybe the doctor even says you're fine, but you just feel stuck. So what is actually going on inside our systems? Okay, so the first thing you absolutely have to know is that this is a normal and a really common phase. It's not a sign that you're failing at recovery or doing something wrong. It's just a sign that your entire system is still finding its footing after going through something huge. And that feeling, right? That sense of being out of sync, that's really the heart of this quiet fog. It's almost like you're watching a movie of your own life instead of actually living it. That sense of disconnection, well, that's your body's way of telling you that the healing process isn't quite finished yet.
And this is such a key idea right here. During a long illness or a ton of stress, our body and our nervous system, they reorganize around one single thing: survival. So real healing is about more than just the physical body mending. It's about signaling to our entire system that it's finally safe to let go of that survival mode.
All right, so let's dive into the science a little bit, because this isn't just in your head. There's a reason for this heaviness that sticks around. Your body literally remembers what it's been through.
Okay, so there's actually a scientific term for this, and it's called allostatic load. Think of it like the cumulative burden, the biological cost of being on high alert for way too long. Your body's protective responses, things like stress hormones, they're designed to be short-term fixes, but when they stay activated, they start to create this wear and tear. And you can see the difference so clearly here. Helpful stress is like a sprint. It's intense, for sure, but then your system gets to go back to its baseline, its resting state. Allostatic load, on the other hand, that's like running a marathon you never even signed up for. Your system just stays on high alert, and that is what makes you feel so drained and so stuck.
So here's the kicker. Even when the illness is gone or that stressful period is finally over, your nervous system might not have gotten the memo. It can stay subtly guarded, keeping your breathing shallow and preventing you from ever getting that truly deep, restorative rest.
And this leads to something that is so frustrating for so many people. You're resting, maybe you're even sleeping a lot, but you never actually feel refreshed. So let's look at some of the signs that your system is still in this recalibration phase.
Do any of these sound familiar? In your body, it might be this persistent low-grade tension that you can't shake. Emotionally, maybe you feel a sense of flatness, like you're disconnected from joy, or you get overwhelmed really easily by noise or even a simple conversation. And it can even show up in your home, right? You let clutter pile up or find yourself sticking to just one room that feels safe.
And that's why just lying down and resting often doesn't cut it. Your body needs more than just the absence of a threat. It needs active, consistent signals that it is truly safe now. Without those new messages, rest just becomes a pause button, not a full system reset.
Okay, so what do we do about it? How do we send those signals of safety? Well, the key here is gentleness. We're not trying to force anything. Instead, we're just inviting our body and our environment to shift from that state of endurance back into a state of presence.
We can start with some internal steps. Really simple stuff. First, just a simple intention, a quiet statement to yourself that this chapter is over. Second, some gentle movement. Now, this isn't about exercise. It's about helping your nervous system feel where it is, right here and now. And third, permission. It's about consciously letting go of that identity of being sick that your system might have been holding on to for protection.
It's not just our bodies. Our physical space holds on to the energy of what we've been through too. So clearing it can be incredibly powerful. We're talking simple things, like opening the windows to get some fresh air, changing your bedding for that clean start feeling, or even just slightly moving a chair. These little things can send a huge signal to your subconscious that things are different now. You're letting the space update itself right along with you.
When you really boil it all down, this whole process isn't about forcing yourself back to normal or becoming some new, improved version of you. It's much simpler. It's a gentle process of just coming home to yourself.
And that is the goal, right? Not to erase what happened, but to release the physical and emotional weight of it all. To live without that constant low-grade feeling that you're bracing for the next bad thing. To simply be present, truly present in your own life again.
So, I want to leave you with this question. It doesn't have to be some big, grand gesture. Maybe it's 5 minutes of slow stretching. Maybe it's just opening a window. Or maybe it's just quietly telling yourself, I am safe now. What is one small, gentle thing you can do today to signal to your whole system that it's okay to stand down?